Hi, I'm Andrew, and I care for my mother who's been living with dementia. On this channel, I share my caregiving journey, the lessons, the love, and the faith that carries me through. Let us encourage and support each other as we journey together. Hello to all my YouTube family and friends. Welcome back to this series on my caregiving channel. This is episode 4 of a 5-part series. And if you're joining me today for the very first time, welcome. We've been walking through what happens when a routine doctor's visit turns into an unexpected hospital stay, and how we as caregivers move through those moments. In the last episode, we sat patiently and quietly waiting. The kind of waiting that stretches us, where we're not just visiting our loved ones in the hospital, we're staying. But today, something changes again. Because at some point we hear it. We hear the words that we were waiting to hear. They can go home. And for a moment, it feels like everything is falling back in place and we can breathe again. We breathe a sigh of relief. We feel gratitude. There's that quiet thought, okay, we made it through the hard part. But almost at the same time, something else just settles into our spirit. A different kind of weight just settles upon us. Because now, they are coming home with us. It's now our responsibility. We have to pay them all the attention. We have to make decisions for them. And this time, it's not happening in a place where help is right outside the hospital door. It's happening at home. And if we're honest, this is where we start asking questions, and the questions start getting louder. Am I ready for this? Do I really know what I'm doing? Am I confident of how to give care to them? What if something happens? What if I'm missing something? And lots of time we don't really say it out loud, but we feel it. We feel the weight. And in the hospital, there was always a system. We had people checking in on them, the doctors, the nurses, the attendees, people guiding what the next step should be. But no, we are the system. And that shift can feel very real and emotional. Overwhelming if you ask me. Because caregiving doesn't end when they leave the hospital. It becomes now more personal. There is more hands-on from us. More expectation. We have to be consistent in what we do. It's more present in our everyday life. And at the same time, our life is still happening. Things are still happening around us that we have to deal with. Responsibilities increase. We have to change up routines, start new ones. We also have our own needs. We're trying to hold it all together. And this is where we have to be careful, because we can step into this next phase thinking that we have to get everything right in one go. We have to do it perfectly. We have to stay on top of everything. But that kind of pressure will wear us down and will gnaw at us and gnaw at our patience. So instead, we need to shift our thinking. We have to say, not that I have to know everything, but let me take the next step and then the next step. Not that I have to do it perfectly, but let me do this with care, with love. And little by little, we start finding our way. We learn what works. We adjust and tweak as we go along, and we figure out what doesn't work. We ask questions. We figure things out as we go along. And somewhere in the middle of everything, we begin to build our confidence. Not because everything is easy, but because we didn't just stop, but we showed up. And just like in the hospital, God is with us right in our homes. Not in a distant way, but right in the middle of our routines. When we're organizing the medication, when we're watching them closely, when we pause and say, Lord, help me with this. And that quiet help shows up. Sometimes there is clarity. Sometimes there's no clarity. Sometimes there is peace. Sometimes He shows up in just enough strength for that moment, that particular moment. So if you are in a space where things have shifted and you're now carrying it in a new way, let me encourage you and hear this. We don't have to have everything together to move forward. No, we don't. We just have to keep showing up for our loved ones. We have to be prepared to learn, to adjust, to tweak. And we need to trust God. Trust Him as we go along. Because this part of the journey is not about perfection. No, it's not. It's about faithfulness. It's about God rewarding us for our faithfulness. He does. In the next episode, we're going to talk about how we continue caring without losing ourselves in the process. Yes, we need to help ourselves as well. But before we go, let me encourage you to love upon your loved ones today. Love upon them in a way that they can appreciate your love. See you in the next episode next week. Same place, same time. Walk good. Goodbye.